Originally conceived as a 3-person chamber piece, 10 Cloverfield Lane has very little in common with the 2008 found-footage monster movie that is now its spiritual predecessor. While the knowledge that the film is set in the Cloverfield universe adds wonderful background tension to proceedings, 10 Cloverfield Lane stands by itself as a gripping, ground-level thriller bolstered by forceful performances from John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and John Gallagher Jr. Any illusions of rampaging kaiju are quickly evaporated upon the film's opening, which sees Winstead's character Michelle pulling a Marion Crane as she drives away from the life she shares with her boyfriend Ben. Trying to ignore his frantic phone calls, she's involved in a sudden and disorientating car accident. When she wakes, she discovers she's being held captive by a hulk of a man named Howard, played by John Goodman, in his makeshift bunker. Howard claims there's been an attack, which has left the air outside poisonous, but fortunately Michelle and Howard's genial neighbor Emmett, played by Gallagher, are safe, thanks to the years he spent in preparation for an intangible yet inevitable doomsday. And so the pair must learn to accept, or not, their place as fixtures in Howard's palace of paranoia. What's marvelous here is the way director Dan Trachtenberg constantly plays with Michelle's, and consequently the audience's, sense of safety. The bunker is alternately a warm, safe space from the indefinable horror that may or may not lurk outside, and a tight, claustrophobic prison run by a madman. This constant sense of misdirection is so effective that even when Michelle appears to receive confirmation of an outside disaster, Howard still sits with us uneasily. This is in large part thanks to John Goodman, who delivers a career-high performance here. His Howard is a complex and elusive villain. He is genuinely resourceful and shows moments of real tenderness, while his prissiness and neuroses are comical. But moments of light are few and far between. More often than not, Howard is a controlling, explosive presence, unable to comprehend his two captives. He's well matched by Winstead and Gallagher. Gallagher's lackadaisical southern presence adds a much-needed warmth to the otherwise frictional trio, and Winstead is a standout lead. Wry and wiry, her assertiveness is a welcome antidote to the idiocy of the characters in the original Cloverfield. It's thanks to Winstead that the third act of 10 Cloverfield Lane has such a sense of hysterical momentum, as a series of explosive set pieces open up its world with her in its center. 10 Cloverfield Lane is a remarkable debut for director Dan Trachtenberg. While its story is smaller than the one told in the original Cloverfield, it is no less effective in its ability to unnerve and excite, and it ultimately reminds us that humans can be much more frightening than sharp teeth and tentacles. For more on 10 Cloverfield Lane, stick with IGN.